This is your News Source Evening Bulletin for today, Wednesday, the 31st day of May in the year 2023. I'm Svetlana Marshall reporting. Here's what we're tracking tonight. A mother and her daughter were found dead in their New Providence East Bank Demerara home earlier this afternoon. The dead woman has been identified as 38-year-old Petrus Ross Latchman, and her daughter has been identified as 13-year-old Gabrielle Ross. Their bodies were found in a highly decomposed state. The Guyana Police Force is currently conducting an investigation into the death of the woman and her daughter. But the woman's husband, who discovered the bodies, said it is suspected to be a case of suicide or murder-suicide. The man, Himachal Latchman, said though he was still married to the woman, they parted ways last September. Latchman, who lives in Region 3, said he was prompted to visit the East Bank Demerara residence today after calls to his wife's phone went unanswered. He went to the house with the landlord, who had received an earlier commitment from the woman that she would soon move out of the building, and it was then that they realized that something was terribly wrong.
Yeah, I was there since about 10 calling, nobody answering. I've been in the police station. Well, they say it's a private matter and thing, but the landlady, she wants to see the place because she have the contract and she's the owner of the property, and I am the one who signed the contract. I'm paying the rent. So we just probably opened the front door and it was smelling, but there was a grill there. There was a grill. We didn't trouble. I went to closed it back and got to the police station, and that was it.
He said the police, upon entering the building, found the highly decomposed bodies.
Can't to them, it unconfirmed that it looked like suicide. Can't just see that it poison or something. That's what they tell me.
In a statement, the police said 3 plastic bottles, 1 glass bottle containing liquid substances, and 2 cups were found next to the bodies, while 2 small glass containers containing a whitish substance were recovered from the refrigerator, along with a note in the living room. Latchman recalled that without even an argument, Ross asked for a divorce in September 2022, prompting him to move out of the house. He said by November the woman ceased all communications with him. According to him, though he moved out of their New Providence home, he continued to pay the rent. He told News Source that by October, the woman indicated to the landlord that she would relocate within 3 months. However, the man was forced to show up at the house in January with the police and the landlord because the woman had refused to take their calls.
We had to get the police to pry open the door, and she wasn't there well, and she and Gabrielle was well. They was eating and she was sitting. But she didn't want to talk to me.
He said the landlord again requested to visit the house today, and it was then the discovery was made. Latchman said the woman was a private person and had stopped sending her daughter to school since the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. The Guyana Police Force is currently investigating the matter. Already samples have been taken. Their bodies are currently at the Memorial Gardens funeral parlor awaiting postmortem.
It's been a long time coming. Overdue, some might say, but now that it's here, it will change life forever, and it is here to stay. The future is now, transforming Guyana into the 21st century. Introducing GTT Fiber. Experience internet connectivity like never before. Speeds you deserve at prices you can afford from a name you can trust. Sign up today. GTT Fiber is here. GTT. Together, we rise faster.
Oh my lord. I just love to shop in this store. My customers, them gonna love all these things. So many different things in one place. Household items, electronics, toys, stationery, confectionery, exercise equipment, shoes and clothes for men, women and children, school things, costume, jewelry, perfume, makeup. Oh, look the makeup.
Giftland Office Max, Guyana's favorite department store.
Just so good.
Cheesy's the taste, it's just so good. Cheesy's are the one and only. So cheesy, crunchy, give me one please. Sunshine Snacks Cheesy's, it's just so good. The whole crowd that's a cheesy, so cheesy, just so good. Yes, but can you feel me? Sunshine Snacks, just so good. Number one taste, the whole place I say, just so good. Cheesy's the taste, it's just so good. Cheesy's are the one and only. So cheesy, crunchy, give me one please. Sunshine Snacks Cheesy's, it's just so good.
Bust the flavors. We're full of flavors. Bust the flavors, that me crave for. We're full of flavors. Tell your neighbors about the bust the flavors. Grab a bust the flavors. Yeah, thirst buster. Grab a buster. Bust the flavor, taste the savor. Bust the flavors. Bust the flavors.
Strong and solid in countries far and wide. New India Assurance, we're standing by your side. Golden service, half a century and more. New India Assurance, our policies are secure. From the heart of India, we serve these islands. The strength that you can trust, you're safe when you come to New India Assurance Company. Assurance when you need it most.
For your home, motor or business insurance, visit New India Guyana office, 58 Brickdam next to Star Computers. Telephone 2260-415-7. Comfortable parking available.
Let's tell you now that a second attempt by the Partnership for National Unity to block the local government elections failed today, with Chief Justice Roxanne George ruling that the Ghana Elections Commission did not breach the Constitution with the establishment of new constituencies, as argued by the party. Through its chief scrutineer, Carl Smith-Joseph, the APNU challenged the decision of the Elections Commission to change 37 boundaries in 19 local authority areas. On Tuesday, Smith-Joseph's attorney Lyndon Amsterdam argued that the decision violated Article 72 of the Constitution, and as such, an order should also be granted prohibiting the Elections Commission from holding local government elections in June 12 with the new constituencies. But the Chief Justice, in dismissing the application, said GECOM does not have to apply the criteria outlined in Article 72 in deciding what electoral divisions to combine or subdivide in order to form constituencies within the local authority areas. She based her decision on Article 72 of the Constitution and Order Number 39 of 2022, issued by the Minister of Local Government, Nigel Dharamlal. The Chief Justice said Article 72 is outside of GECOM's mandate, and it is the Minister of Local Government who must be guided by the article in the establishment of local democratic organs. She noted that Article 72 does not speak to the establishment of constituencies. The Chief Justice, in dismissing the application, said it was misleading and lacked evidence to support claims made. Tuesday, she dismissed another application filed by APNU, which challenged the list of voters for local government elections, also due to lack of evidence. Local government elections will be held on June 12. However, the joint services will cast their ballots on Friday, June 2. The Environmental Protection Agency has served Esso Exploration and Production Ghana Limited (EEPGL) with an enforcement notice directing it to have an unlimited liability parent company guarantee in place as stipulated by the High Court. The EPA's attorney Sanjeev Dattadin made a disclosure in the Court of Appeal today as the EPA teamed up with the oil company to challenge the High Court's decision that an unlimited parent company guarantee agreement be in place within 30 days. The notice, as required, has been issued, Dattadin told Justice of Appeal Rishi Prasad, as he heard preliminary arguments on whether the appeal has prospect of succeeding. The 30-day ultimatum was given by High Court Judge Sandil Kisoon. The judge ruled that the oil company must provide an unlimited parent company guarantee agreement in accordance with the environmental permit for the Liza Petroleum Production Project in the Stabroek Block or face suspension. But Datadin, in representing the interests of the EPA, told the Court of Appeal that the High Court judge erred in law. He argued that the Environmental Protection Act and the Environmental Permit do not provide for an unlimited parent company guarantee agreement, but rather for a specified number to be stated. He also told the court that in keeping with the legal framework, an insurance policy to the tune of $600 million was secured for the Liza Phase 1 development project, while negotiations on an affiliate company guarantee have advanced. That guarantee, according to Exxon, has been pegged at US $2 billion. Noting that both the EPA and the oil company have abided by the Environmental Protection Act, Datadin maintained that there is no requirement under the environmental permit for there to be unlimited guarantee. He argued further that the court, by ordering the EPA to issue the enforcement notice, has usurped the powers of the Environmental Protection Agency. The oil company's attorney, Senior Counsel Edward Locku, put forward similar arguments, telling the Court of Appeal that the environmental permit does not require an unlimited parent or affiliate guarantee. He said the High Court, in its decision, introduced the concept of unlimited parent guarantee. But Senior Counsel Sinat Jainarain, the attorney for the first and second respondents, Frederick Collins and Godfrey White, told the court that the counsel for the EPA and EEPGL should desist from cherry-picking bits and pieces from Condition 14 of the environmental permit. The senior counsel told the court that ESSO has been conducting oil operations offshore Guyana without complying with Condition 14 of the environmental permit as a whole. He reasoned that should an oil spill occur, the country could be set back for decades as a result of such devastation if there is no insurance in place. Senior counsel Jairam said that under Condition 14, the permit holder is liable for all costs associated with the cleanup, restoration, and damages caused by the discharge of any contaminant. He argued that insurance never covers all damages, hence the need for a parent company guarantee. A date for the ruling will be announced subsequently.
Well, Mr. Smart, election in the air again, buddy. But how often if we can hear stories about dead people and overseas people voting again?
Well, Sunil, I can't say if you will hear that, but I know you can't cheat in voting at elections.
Why you say so?
Because if you try to cheat, you will be caught. And when you're caught, you will be prosecuted. And if found guilty, you will go to jail or pay a fine or both.
So how they gonna catch me if I try to cheat?
How? GCOM has several measures in place to identify if anyone attempts to cheat. For example, like pretending to be a voter that he or she is not. And those measures include checking the ID cards and the folio with voters' photos and any other information on it to verify that they are who they claim to be. So anyone who attempts to vote illegally will be immediately arrested by the police.
You're right, Mr. Smart. Anyway, thanks for educating me why nobody can vote by cheating.
Anytime, Sunil. Anytime, man. Anytime.
For more information, contact the GCOM hotlines on 225-0277-9, 226-6557 or 223-9650 or visit www.gcom.org.gy. LGE is Monday, June 12.
A new flavor of Sunshine Snacks Zumas made for the pepper lover in you. Caution, look for the Ignite Flames on your favorite packs of Sunshine Snacks and get ready to handle the heat.
Police investigators on Tuesday confiscated several prohibited items from secondary school students on the east coast of Demerara. The Ministry of Education and the Ghana Police Force commenced an operation to tackle antisocial behaviors exhibited by students in schools with its first stop on the east coast. The operation, dubbed Shakedown, saw lectures and searches being carried out. The operations took place at the Lancaster Secondary, Annandale Secondary, Buxton Secondary, Bladen Hall Multilateral, Ansgrove Secondary, Hope Secondary and Golden Grove Secondary Schools as part of the collaborative effort. According to a statement, bags were searched in the presence of headmasters and headmistresses and welfare officers, and several scissors, cannabis, screwdrivers, needles and knives were found. The force said its officers educated students about violence and crime committed at schools, gang fighting, taking offensive weapons to school, the consequences of using offensive weapons at school, among others. The exercise is expected to continue across the country.
How to mark the ballot. Voting at local government elections is easy. On the ballot paper, provision is made for you to vote twice. Once on the top half, where you vote for the proportional representation aspect of the elections, and once at the bottom half for the first past the post aspect. Look for the name and symbol of the party of your choice in the top section and mark your X in the blank space provided on the right of the party's symbol. Then you look for the name and symbol of the party of your choice in the bottom section and mark your X in the blank space provided on the right of the symbol of your party or candidate. If the proportional representation aspect is not contested in your local authority area, the top section of the ballot will be blank. If there is no election for the constituency in which you live, the bottom half of the ballot will be blank. For more information, contact the GCOM hotlines on 225-0277-9, 226-6557 or 223-9650 or visit www.gcom.org.gy. LGE is Monday, June 12.
Food Max Supermarket, located on the ground floor of the Giftland Mall, is your one-stop shop for all your grocery needs. We stock a variety of imported frozen meat and food products, fresh produce, and pet supplies, freshly made bread. Rotisserie chicken and patties are also available daily. Shop in comfort today at Food Max and let our courteous staff assist you in satisfying your shopping needs. Food Max, the fresh food specialist.
It's one of your biggest goals, getting your own home, where memories are made, where happiness lives. You may feel that home ownership or renovation is beyond your reach, but we at Republic want you to know that there's always a way. Ask us about our suite of mortgages. Let's help make your housing wishes come true. Or advise on how the equity in your existing home can finance other dreams and goals. Call or go online to learn more.
Look who's in the mix now. The new Buster Soda Water. 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 artificial flavors. 100% refreshing. Taste Buster Soda Water today. Buster Soda Water. Now available for only $120.
Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up. Fuel it up and drive, super 95. Tune up. Protect your fuel system, boy. High mileage and performance, boy.
Guy Oil Super 95 gasoline gives you more reasons to drive and is available at 56 service stations nationwide. For affordable price, high performance, and high mileage, choose Guy Oil's Super 95 gasoline.
Fuel it up and drive.
Across the region tonight. Brazil's lower house of Congress approved last night a bill to limit the recognition of new indigenous reservations, a decision seen by environmentalists and human rights activists as a setback after intense pressure from the farm lobby. The approval by 283 votes to 155 comes after indigenous groups blocked a highway and burned tires to protest the measures earlier on Tuesday. Outside Sao Paulo, Brazil's largest city, demonstrators blocked a major motorway with flaming tires and used bows and arrows to confront the police, who dispersed them with tear gas. Indigenous groups from across the country planned a week of protest action outside of Congress in the capital, Brasilia. Bill 490 would not affect currently recognized reservations, but may impact hundreds of territories under evaluation. Belly signed a US $45 million development loan agreement with Saudi Fund for Development for the construction of a tertiary hospital in Belmopan. The signing is part of efforts taken by the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to support developing countries and small island developing states like Belize to overcome sustainable development and climate change challenges. This agreement therefore emphasizes the Kingdom's commitment. More than 200,000 citizens are expected to benefit from the new state-of-the-art medical facility, which will provide both secondary and tertiary healthcare services. Additionally, the new facility will serve a dual role as the university hospital for the University of Belize Faculty of Medicine, providing an enabling environment to foster the growth and development of future medical professionals. And finally tonight, international news. A bill to suspend the U.S. government's $31.4 trillion debt ceiling and avert a disastrous default cleared a key procedural hurdle in the House of Representatives today, setting the stage for a vote on the bipartisan debt deal itself. Republicans controlled the House by a narrow 222 to 213 majority, but the deal will need support from both the Republicans and Democrats to pass, as members of both parties object to significant parts of the legislation. The procedural vote, which allows for the start of debate and then a vote on a bill itself, passed by a vote of 241 to 187, with 52 Democrats needed to overcome the opposition of 29 Republicans. The legislation would suspend the U.S. debt ceiling through January 1, 2025, meaning that there would not be a limit until that date, allowing President Joe Biden and lawmakers to set aside the politically risky issue until after November 2024 presidential election. And that's your News Source Evening Bulletin for tonight. I'm Svetlana Marshall reporting and encouraging you to stay safe.